This is the Hot Take Hockey Podcast with your hosts, Lucas and John Viveiros.
But Chychrun, quickly, for you, where do you see a team or two for Chychrun?
I feel like it's the cop-out answer, and I know a lot of people have talked about it, but I really like the fit for him in St. Louis and upgrading that blue line. I think bringing in Chychrun, I think the last pod we were talking about, they had just started to turn the leaf, St. Louis, and now they're on a ripper right now. I think they're on a 6-game win streak.
I think it's 7 or 8 now.
You know what?
It would be
7. It would be 7 because they would have been 3 and it would have been 7.
That's crazy.
They're on a 7-game ripper, and I think that team can score, and they got a deep offense. And if Binner can hold down the fort, I think if they add one more big piece on the blue line, they got a really complete team there. They got. I also
think in terms of getting Parayko going too, I think Chychrun could be a nice guy next to Parayko.
Oh yeah, and then all of a sudden that blue line, because I already think it's good. That blue line becomes like a elite team.
Krug, Falk, Chychrun, Parayko is your top 4.
Yeah, looks great to me. Letty in the bottom pair.
It's Parayko's got Letty on the bottom pair with whoever, Bortuzzo or Mikkola or whatever. But
yeah, man.
Parayko's got to get going. He's struggled to start. I honestly can't say. I haven't watched the last few Blues games, so maybe in this winning streak, Blues fans, let me know if he's been playing better. But at the start of the season, I watched a couple Blues games. The guy looked atrocious, so he's got to pick it up.
Who do you got for Chychrun?
LA. It's been my answer. I think Ottawa was the lazy answer for me. I don't. Ottawa should have bit by now, but LA for me, because again, it's just too easy, man. As you said with the Blues, like put him on that left side next to Doughty. Hello. Or even like wherever you want to, but the left side, LA needs a guy on the left side. They've got Doughty on the right. They've got Jersey on the right. They've got a few guys on the right. Knock Edler down or out of the lineup. Get freaking Chychrun in there. Mm-hmm. I like that fit. I mean, I would even say, I think both of us just talking to Leafs a lot in this pod. I mean, we talked about it earlier, so Dubas ring the phone, but I think LA and St. Louis for me on paper right now probably make the most sense.
What about the Jets? What about the Jets?
Yeah, maybe, but again, the Jets are crowded on defense. They don't necessarily. I think they could use a Chychrun, but they would have to send guys the other way. A couple defensemen. They've always been crowded. That goes back to the Ville Hanola conversation. So I don't know. I think the only other team I would say, just in terms of going forward long term, and this might be an off-season conversation too. If the Capitals were to trade a guy like Orlov leading into the deadline, if they're not in the playoff conversation, maybe Chychrun, if Chychrun doesn't get traded, that could be a guy they go after because they'll need left shot guys. I mean, they are really weak on that left side as it is, and they're going to need someone else other than Martin Fehervary. I can tell you that. So if Orlov's gone, they will need someone else. So that would be my other hot take. But St. Louis, LA, Ottawa, Toronto would be my top 4, I think.
This is Washington's stinky left side right now. Eric Gustafsson, Martin Fehervary, and Matt Irwin.
Orlov's playing on the right, or is he? He's injured right now.
He's injured right now. So they got Carlson, Jensen, and TDR on the right.
Fehervary's not bad. He's actually decent, but
but this is the worst. This is by far the worst Washington Capitals team that Ovechkin's had since almost like he burst into the league, like since his first few years.